Welcome all of you risk takers and truth seekers to podcast Life the Battlefield, and today it's time for Q&A, Mario Business Q&A. I got a question recently. What is the most important element, prerequisite for any success in life, in business, anything? So tell me, what is that element for you to be successful in business or in life? Is that some money, good car, beautiful girlfriend, or maybe boyfriend? I don't care. That's your preferences. What is it? Is it knowing people around you, having good inheritance, maybe being great in networking, maybe knowing people on a position who can help you to succeed? So feel free to leave the in comment section below. What is most important element for you to be successful in business and life? I have been asked that question quite often, but recently I got a question from somebody who I know very well. And he asked me, Mario, what is the most important for you? And I was trying to explain to him that there is no big brainer to understand. If you want to be happy in your life, if you want to be successful in your life, if you want to be good father, good mother, if you want to be good friend, brother or sister, priest, mermaid, there's only one prerequisite or element for you to be happy or successful. And that is health. That's correct, health. Why the health is most important? So I'm gonna use myself for example. When I was age 14, I went first time for registration for military. So I need to report myself. I was 8th grade in primary school. I need to report myself for the medical exam for the military. Little I knew it that following year I will actually enroll military school. And as my career progressed and eventually I went in a war when I was 18 years old. And when I spoke with the people who are in military establishment for such a long time, I asked them, why are we doing all these medical exams when we go in a war? And, most probably some of us going to be injured, someone's going to die. Some of us, they're going to lose their life. And I have been told by the generals, now they passed away a long time ago, Mario, that's a good, valid question. One important answer I got it. It's healthiness, in which it's very attractive to military, because when you're healthy, you can endure the cold, heat, hunger, thirst, name it. And your level on stress, it's actually so good that, when you share, like I do remember in military, when I was sharing the trenches, I was not every day fighting the enemy. There was many days and many nights when I was in the trenches, in an ambush, in a forest, and all sort of environments I tried, and in all weather conditions. When you're young, you can endure everything. As the older you become, less tolerant you become on a stress, external elements as a politics, as a money, the girlfriend, the wife, and kids, just name it. So it's very important that to understand why health is a number one element for any success in your life. When I started my business in 2009, and it's relating to my previous episode, success. Check here. You need to define what success it is for you. And when you define what success it is for you, you're going to utilize your knowledge, your experience, your life experience, your working experience in creating your own business. However, you need to keep on your mind something very important. And I know that you're going to say, I know, Mario, I understand. No, even I could understand. When I started my business, I was 38 years old. And it wasn't funny. At that stage, I was smoking 2 packets per cigarettes per day. I was drinking as well, occasionally have a drink, sir. Occasionally, I have the every weekend drinks. So I have no money, but I have money for smoke. I have money for the drinking. And I ignored totally fitness because I was chasing the windmills. I was chasing things, believing this is the most important thing in my life, chasing the clients. We're going to come to that point, what's more important, the clients or your health. But this stage, I'm going to tell you something else. I become very ill. Not just me, my son becomes very ill. My son has been diagnosed with epilepsy. And I start as well gaining the weight, and there's all sorts of problems. And doctor told me, you need to choose what you're going to do. And then of course she told me less stress, more movements, more this, more that. I ignored my own training, my own teaching for 14 plus years in military. That health is most important, because when you're healthy, you can do whatever you want. When you are sick, you have only one desire, to be healthy. So healthy person can do whatever he likes. Sick person only wishes one thing, to be healthy. So doesn't matter what stage in your life you start running your own business. It can be at age 38 as I was. And doesn't matter you're 38 or you are 48 or 58. You need to marry your physical and mental capabilities with the services you offering to your clients. Because if you can't deliver what clients want you to deliver, and you promise that you're going to deliver, then that's going to be the problem. I don't care why people on the internet, why other gurus doesn't say this, why other people don't go with that path. Because I guarantee you, if you fail once with your health, you're going to fail with your services, your products, your marriage, your friendship with other people. You'll not be able to help other people. We all age. No question asked. We all going to become old. We all going to become very, very old. As I'm aging now, I'm 50 years old. And I'm forgetting sometimes that, I'm age 50. I'm not sure if that's deliberately or purposely, or maybe I just believing that it's important to understand that health is most important thing for all of you, me and everybody else, particularly when you run the business. So when you go on the internet and listen to all these business coaches, all these lifestyle coaches, and all these gurus, ask them, what is the most important thing to be successful? If it's not health, move on. Because without health, you will not be able to do nothing. And I'll tell you what's happened to me recently. I engaged somebody I know very well. And this person was good to me. He was really good to me. And something happened. And that person disappeared. Disappeared for some time. And I don't understand why this person disappeared. I don't know. So I tried to understand when eventually after 6 months, I got a hand on that person. And I paid substantial amount of money to deliver some products I requested. He told me that he has a mental breakdown. Okay, these things happen to everybody. Me, you, and everybody else. We all can be the victim of our mental unhealthiness. As we know, the 2 years in the COVID created a lot of vacuum in our lives. We've been distanced ourselves, not because we wanted, but from the friends, from the family, from loved ones, traveling, and the list goes on. Well, that person started working on my projects, and I'm still continuously paying. So that person didn't told me, keep it money, I'm going to do the services, I'm going to deliver the products. No. And then last year, like 3-4 months after we finally started working, person disappeared again. And nobody can find that person. Now, this time I was being approached by several people, and they asked me, do I know where that this person is? And I replied, I have no idea. I have no idea where that person is. Why? I don't know. Because I can't find it either. But they contacted me because they saw that I usually endorse people who I really like and really deliver the things. And I was endorsing him because he was good on those 2-3 months. And then again, he disappeared. He just vanished. But not me, but multiple people. Do you know that feeling when the people actually can't get the hand on you and they pay for your services on your products? So this person eventually surfaced after almost 14 months and tried to apologize. So like, apology accepted. Please return my money, and I need it. And replied to me, I needed money for the medicine. I just like, listen, you know what? Just enjoy your life, buy a medicine, everything else. So this person has a continuously nervous breakdown, but it was not nervous breakdown. It was many other things was issue, the cholesterol, the blood pressure, list goes on. I found out from his family later on because they contacted me to apologize and return money eventually. So what I try to explain to you, when you start venturing your business, when you started to become entrepreneur, solopreneur, magician, whatever you want to call yourself, you're going to start providing services and products to your clients, even before you see them physically. before you see your clients physically, in your head, your mentally, you already make a picture what you're gonna do because you define what a success it is. And then you do the marriage with your capabilities and your possibilities, what you can deliver to clients. Is that making the pens, making coffees, making the roadcaster? Doesn't matter. But then you need to ask yourself for how long you can stay on the market. And that's only determine how healthy you are, physically and mentally. Those two things, not just the physically. Mentally, if you're not ready, they say that what the mind says, body will follow, goes opposite as well. So you need to ask yourself what is the best health shape for you. And don't worry, nobody expects if you're 60 years old that you're going to be somebody who's going to run like a Usain Bolt, they're going to run the marathons and everything else. Leave this on the side. We're all aging. And by aging, I mean there's a certain biological processes in our body happening. For those who want to know more, I'll make a special episode. What's happening with our brain and our aging and our capabilities in our lives with a certain age. So you can see it, why you are lacking something or you have something more, and how you can improve those things when it comes to your performance in business. I'm not talking about fitness, how much you can lift, bench and everything else. Don't do this. So that being said, health is the most important element, a prerequisite for any success in your life, either that's a business-wise or your private life. You cannot be happy if you're sick. You can't plan the trips if you're sick. You can't plan to be on social media and show off everybody how important you are. So I'm urging you, I'm imploring you, consider this for yourself. You don't need to do so much. Go to your GP and they're going to assess you very quickly in a few minutes. Blood pressure, they're going to talk to you through a few questions and they're going to say to you, you're healthy, this is what needs to be done, and just improve yourself. Don't be me. I was believing that I was invincible. The moment I left the government service at age 32, I was believing that I'm in greater shape, and I was. From that very moment when I left, my life was spiraling out of control and my health was following as well. Too much smoking, too much drinking, too much coffees, restless nights, listening to so many gurus. Wake up 4 o'clock in the morning because the day is going to start for you. It's a rubbish. I'll tell you why the 4 o'clock in the morning is a rubbish. So if somebody says to you that night shift is a healthy, think about people who work night shift. They're sleeping during day, they work during night. It is not normal. Every war in history, modern history, and you can check, started in sunrise. What do you think why? When I was in the military, particularly when I was in a war, we used to be getting a lot of attacks between 3 to 5 o'clock in the morning because body is sleeping. It's a natural. But as I say, I'm going to make a special episode about our bodies and, what our body actually going through with the age and how our body react when you are in a business and external elements. So think about this one. Wake up 4 o'clock in the morning for what? Well, because it's a silent. Well, if you can't work in the midday in your office, nice and quietly, you're never going to be able to do it in the first place. So stay in the bed, stay longer if it's necessary, because you have your routine. Your routine is nobody else's routine. It's your routine. And nobody can tell you. You just ask your doctor. Just ask your doctor, how long I need to sleep? They won't tell you, go in bed 11 o'clock, wake up 4 o'clock in the morning. Even priests don't do this. I was reading recently in some magazines, Mark Wahlberg. He goes in bed 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock at night. And then he wakes up about 4 o'clock in the morning. So 8 p.m. goes in bed, 4 a.m. is wake up. But that's an 8-hour sleep. That's him. Because he says, I need to exercise, I need to practice, I need to do this, I need to do that. And that's his routine. But has an 8-hour sleep. 8 hours sleep. All these actors, they're complaining and bitching and moaning because they need to record 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. That's their job. It's not your job. So don't listen to some actor who tells you how you should live your life, because you don't live in their lives. They don't live in your life. And same goes in military. Military, you wake up 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock. 5:30 in the morning or 6 o'clock. In the winter time, sometimes even 7 o'clock. because it's cold, it's winter and everything else. Different times when we're doing exercises, we done 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. That's an exercise. Once in a blue moon. But did you see military wakes up 4 o'clock in the morning and start doing what? When the breakfast starts 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning? That's what I'm saying to you. Like, be careful what you're doing with your body and who you're following, and tells you what to do, how to do it. Because most important thing it is, your habits are not my habits, and somebody else's habits are not your habits. Health is most important. Let me know, what do you think? So leave in the comment section below. You can subscribe, share, but feel free to leave the comments. Do you believe that health is the most important element and prerequisite for success and happiness in life? Thank you.